Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Bryant with SFOT Source, your premier unofficial guide to Six Flags over Texas. We're back out at the park, and this video has one sole purpose. I show you guys all kinds of shopping items here all the time, and don't really give you any more information beyond that. So in this video, we're actually going to do a full tour of the park. I'm going to show you guys every single shopping merchandise location in the park, kind of give you an idea of what they have, and just kind of exactly where they're located. So I hope you're up for the trek. Let's go into the park. I've decided the best way to do this shop tour is to start just at the front of the park and go through each park area. So we're going to consider the Silver Star Mall area, which front gate is right here, as our first area. You swing around, you have the Calico Gifts and Souvenir stand, which has basketballs, capes, other toys. They have drinks, they have sunglasses, all that kind of stuff, lanyards, and obviously we're not going to go in depth into each of these booths, but I will explain what each one has. So right next to Calico Gifts and Souvenirs, you go to your right and you have your locker and stroller rental. Now your locker rental is straight ahead, strollers is actually behind this wall right here, and then next to that you have your Flash Pass location right here as an ambulance goes by. But this is where you pick up Flash Pass if you have a reservation. If you have skip the line passes you need to pick up, you also pick those up here. Now we're gonna swing through and we're gonna go into the Mexico and Spain sections of the park. So here is the Silver Star Mall area. You'll wind right through into Mexico, and El Mercado de la Plaza is your first stop. We'll actually drop in and take a look at what they have inside. I'm not gonna lie, here at El Mercado they do have these luchador poop hats, and they're pretty funny. So here in El Mercado there's all kinds of Justice League, DC Comics related merchandise. You can see mugs, shirts, tumblers, all kinds of stuff, bracelets, koozies. They do have also Six Flags related merchandise in here as well. You can see there is a place for bottled beverages. They have sunscreen in here, sunglasses. Pretty much a nice first stop when you're coming into the park. So we're leaving the back entrance of El Mercado and we're actually going to swing around this way. Our next gift shop stop is going to be Casa de Six Flags, which is another indoor shop. Alright, as you walk into Casa de Six Flags, you are greeted by tons of capes, and I'm sure there will be plenty more on the inside. Inside of Casa de Six Flags there is a whole candy area, as you can see here. And then of course there's all kinds of Justice League merch in here, and a bunch of Simply Southern merch, which is this is kind of where you're mainly gonna find that. But as we keep winding around, you'll see just kind of general stuff really. You have some bags, more Justice League stuff, lanyards, and more just kind of general Six Flags stuff. I do have Bluebell ice cream in here as well. So right across is Casa de las Banderas. Over here is El Sombrero. So there's three entrances to Casa de Six Flags. We're gonna go out this back entrance and continue through the Mexico section. So here's that back exit to Casa de Six Flags. And when you come over this way, there is a caricature stand. So if you'd like to get your picture drawn, a goofy picture, you can do that here. It's one of a couple of locations in the park that we'll get to. And here's the front of the caricature stand. We're gonna swing around. Over in the corner over there is a painted shirt stand, so if you want an airbrushed shirt or another piece of apparel, you can do that there. And then when we swing around this way, there's the Indian Village Trading Post, which is another one of the larger indoor shops here at the park. So the Trading Post is definitely one of the more kind of themed shops in the park. You can see all through here there's kids' toys, more Six Flags tumblers, more just general Six Flags merchandise, honestly. You have some fanny packs and drawstring bags, coffee cups, and random toys like I said. And there is kind of, so like you can buy signage up here. It's pretty patriotic type of stuff. You can see here they do have flip-flops in here, sunscreen, and kind of along that section back there are lots of stuffed animals and such. Up here at the front you do have candy and snacks and bottled drinks And they do have a place with a Bluebell cooler. Here's kind of another look at the painted shirt stand. You can see pretty much all kinds of stuff you can get here. And I guess we'll just kind of look at this and you can kind of see pricing. I don't know how often the pricing changes, but pretty much pretty good selection of stuff here. And that pretty much does it for the Mexico and Spain section. Spain, actually, we will head back through Spain and I'll point out the on-ride photo booths. We did backtrack back into Spain so I could point out the photo booths. There is a photo booth for the log ride right at the exit of the log ride. And then over here near the exit of La Vibora, you can see there is another photo booth right there. Basically all you can purchase here is your on-ride photos. Now that officially marks the end of the Mexico and Spain merchandise options. Now we do end up in Texas up here, but we are going to take a right at this split in the pathway and go check out Old South in France first. So we just came through Texas past the Johnson's Creek Schoolhouse, my goodness. And here's our main entrance to Old South. And let's go check out the couple of shop options they have. So you'll run into the Antique Photo Emporium right here, which is the first shop you'll see in Old South. And this is basically where you get old-fashioned photos taken, anything vintage. And obviously we're not going to go in there because it's one of those kind of awkward situations, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, you can ask in the comments below. I'll try to elaborate a little better. Right across from the Antique Photo Emporium is Heroes. Now Heroes isn't open today, so I can't show you guys what they have merchandise-wise, but it's pretty much all Justice League related. They do have candy, they have bottled beverages, Justice League kind of memorabilia. You can buy like posters and shirts and hats and capes, kind of see there. Now this does have a nice patio that wraps all the way around. I'll show you guys the other side of Heroes. Here's kind of the alternate entrance into Heroes, which is right next to JB's Barbecue Smokehouse and across from Runaway Mountain. That's all there is in the Old South section as far as shopping options. Now we're going to head into France because they do have one notable thing. So as we enter the France section, there's the Les des Caricatures stand, which is just another, well, actually they just do face painting and henna tattoos there. Now every once in a while, I guess they swapped the stands, but this is where you would get painted shirts and such. It's not open right now. Doesn't have a sign up either, so I guess maybe I wouldn't expect this to ever really be open. But that's all there is in France. So what we're going to do now is actually turn back around and backtrack back to the Texas section and show you all the shops in the Texas section. We're walking back through the Old South archways into the Texas section, and the first thing we're actually gonna pop up on is a face painting booth. So as you can see right across from Crazy Horse Saloon here is a face painting booth. Get your face painted there, and so the face painting booth is right there. We go past Courthouse Stage, up past the Texas Taco Bar and Miss Abby's, and you run into the Silver Spur Sugar Shack, which actually takes up this whole building right here. And you can pretty much guess what's in there, but I'll go show you. So all kinds of candy options, snack options. You have bottled beverages in here, toys, plushes, you name it. If it's sweet, they pretty much got it in here. And this stuff's just kind of random to me, but it does exist and you can get it in here. So as you walk out of the Sugar Shack, you come across and you would end up at Texas Hats. Now this isn't open today, but you can kind of guess what's here, right, by the name. But they have hats, capes, some bottled drinks, those kinds of things in here. So as we leave Texas Hats, we do go over this bridge that's right next to El Aserradero, the log ride. And directly in front of us is another face painting station. So if you want to get your face painted, you have plenty of opportunities to do that. But instead of going to that face painting station, we're actually going to take a left towards Titan. And there is one gift shop down this way. So we've ended up all the way down at the entrance of Titan, and you're really probably only going to go to this gift shop if you actually ride Titan because it's right at the exit, but I'm going to go show you guys anyways. Instead of going down the main entrance, just take the Big Bend Ranch Picnic Pavilions pathway and follow it all the way down. One of the shops we're not going to go into, but here you can purchase your Titan on-ride photos, any Titan related merchandise they have, Six Flags related merchandise, snacks, they have bottled beverages here, sunglasses, toys, all kinds of stuff. So we made our way back up to the face paint booth that I showed you guys earlier, and there is one gift shop around the corner here. Here next to Boot Scootin' is the Texas Giant gift shop. Now if you ride Texas Giant and come down the exit, you'll end up at this gift shop right here. Now they have pretty much the same stuff that the Titan gift shop has, where you have your Texas Giant on-ride photos, Texas Giant merchandise, sunglasses, hats, all those kinds of things. There is bottled beverages in there and some snacks as well. Just to give you guys more reference of where we were at, here's Boot Scootin'. This is actually the building that holds the face painting. So we just came around this corner, got at this face paint stand, and we're actually going to take a left and go down this narrow pathway that's actually going to dump us out kind of over by Gold River, but there's not anything in this area past the Texas Hats booth that I showed you as far as merchandise is considered. So this is where the pathway dumps you out. Texas Hats is up that way, and Gold River Adventure is right here. We're actually going to travel down this pathway to the very end of the Texas section. Just travel down this pathway and you wind across this turn. Here's the Texas gift shop right here. And this will be your final gift shop here in the Texas section. So half of the shop is home to Bluebell ice cream, snacks, candy, you name it. They do have sunglasses, and there are bottled beverages in here, fanny packs, and then you go down this way, there's actually all kinds of hats and shirts and cups and sunscreen and pretty much your standard kind of all-around gift shop. So as we leave the Texas section, you're dumped out into the tower section, which is made obvious by the oil derrick, and there are actually no shopping locations here in the tower section. So we are going to cut down to the Boomtown section so that I can tell you that there are no shopping locations in the Boomtown section. So as we leave Tower, we enter Boomtown, and just like I said before, there are no shopping locations in Boomtown, so we're actually going to take Boomtown down to the railroad tracks that way and end up in Gotham City, where there is one lone gift shop location. We make our way over the railroad tracks into the Gotham City section of the park, and the only gift shop that you have down this way is actually at the exit of the Joker. So let's head down that way. So here at the exit of the Joker is Funhouse Gifts, and they have DC Comics merchandise, they have bottled drinks, there is a few candy items in there, capes, etc. Not really much to this one, just kind of a little booth like you saw up at the front. So now what we're going to do is actually backtrack back through to the USA section, because Gotham City does put you at a dead end, and we'll head through the USA section, check out those gift shops, and that actually takes us back up to the front of the park. We're backtracking back through Boomtown, and once we get on the other side of Dry Hole Charlie's here, we will hang a left and head back into USA. So now that we've hung that left, we're gonna go up this way, and our first gift shop's actually going to be right up here on the right in the Justice League Battle for Metropolis building. We just came through Boomtown, which is down there, and the first thing you hit really on this side is the Justice League Battle for Metropolis attraction, and actually right there at the exit is a gift shop. We'll head in there and I'll show you guys what they have. Here's a look inside the Justice League gift shop. They have all kinds of DC Comics apparel, drinks, magnets, shot glasses, hats. You can see kind of along that wall there. You've got some tumblers, more shirts, got some candy, sunglasses. There is more candy along that back wall. Pretty much anything DC related that Six Flags sells is going to be in this shop right here. So we're going to keep continuing past Justice League Battle for Metropolis and head back up this way to kind of where All American Cafe is. Right across from All American Cafe is Studio 6F. So here we are right across from All American Cafe. The sun's playing tricks on us, but here is the entrance to Studio 6F, which is another indoor gift shop. And we will head in right now and take a look at what they have. So lots of Quicksilver merchandise in here, and some poop hats. They're also playing Lonely Island for some reason. Some random steampunk stuff in here, posters, sunglasses, flip-flops. You do have Bluebell ice cream and drinks. Yeah, some funny signs you can take home. Some TV show and movie themed merchandise. This is kind of just like a mishmash of all kinds of different stuff. Oh, now we're playing the Lego movie theme song. So we have NASA hats and some fun flip-flops. Have some rainbow themed attire. And just really bizarre, funny kinds of t-shirts. So it's pretty hip in here. Let's keep going. So right as we exit Studio 6F, attached to the side is coaster candy. Now you can't get to coaster candy from Studio 6F, you do have to come out, but it does have the two entrances you can see here. Let's head inside. And just like any other gift shop that has candy, they pretty much just have it to the max. So
that would explain.
I'll let this kind of do the talking for you. But all kinds of candy products in here, pretty much anything you could want. And they do have a Dining Pass snack wall back here as well, which is this wall over here, the Bluebell ice cream. And then they do have the bottled beverages and randomly toys back in this corner. So as we exit coaster candy, we swing around, and this humongous building that spans all the way down is known as the Looney Tunes Mall, and it's broken up into 3 sections. We're gonna start at the Justice League side and give everyone a look as to what they have in here. It's right when you walk in, you're greeted by capes and some kind of winter wear here. They do have all kinds of Justice League toys and merchandise in here. Kind of see along this wall more of the same thing. A lot of what you've seen in other places with Justice League merchandise, but there are also additional things. So let's keep going down this way. You can see we have more kind of winter themed stuff. Got a whole Superman wall, Flash wall, Batman wall. Pretty much anything Justice League related that Six Flags is going to carry is going to be in this shop right here. And the next section is actually Looney Tunes. So this middle section of the store is going to have all of your Looney Tunes merchandise, hats, cups, shirts, plushes, lanyard key rings, little clearance section. So they do have a few toys in here, and hats of course, and some pictures that you could take home and hang up on your wall if you wanted to. So this pretty much rounds out the middle section. As you can see, the Justice League section's way down there, and then you have this middle Looney Tunes section. And once we go up this way, it's kind of more general stuff. And here's where you end up with Six Flags merchandise, kind of any style you could want. More of the rainbow merchandise. You can see there is sunscreen in here. Pretty much, by the way, any place you can get sunscreen, you can get Tylenol, things like that. You can see they just have sweaters, shirts, hats, tumblers, all over the place. Little holders for your souvenir bottles. And as we ride around this way, you actually end up at Looney Candy, which is like a whole fudge and caramel apple candy place. So even more candy is kind of included with that, as you can see. Just all kinds of candy. And they do have the, you know, buy a pound of this candy for $16 type of setup. So, and of course sunglasses. And last but not least, right when you exit Looney Tunes Mall, you run into My Six Flags Photos. This is where basically any picture that was taken of you where you were given a card, you can process that here and purchase. If you purchased the daily photo pass or the all-season photo pass, you can also activate that at this booth. And that is all for the shops. You can see we've ended right back up where we started, right here at front gate. Alright y'all, that's going to do it for this tour of all the shops here at Six Flags Over Texas. That was kind of an undertaking that I wasn't particularly prepared for, but we got through it, and you guys have now seen every shopping location at the park. If y'all have any questions about the shopping locations, please let me know in the comments below. I can try to help you out. And as y'all can see, really just nice places to hang out when it's super hot too. Plenty of indoor shopping locations. You can look around for merchandise and cool off all at the same time. So it's kind of two birds, one stone. If y'all would like to see more of these types of videos, please let me also know that in the comments below, and kind of give me an idea of what types of videos you're looking for. I can get pretty informational if you guys want me to, but typically I just come out here and do updates. So it's really up to y'all what y'all want to see. We thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you soon.